Hello, green light. Okay, where to begin? For those who want to focus on the Sun and Sag transit, I just did a YouTube video about that, I think yesterday, day before that. So you get some good info there. For today, I think we should focus on Venus in Scorpio, and then we've got the Moon in Pisces, along with Neptune in Pisces. Oh, goodness, where to begin? So I think with the Venus in Scorpio, our emotions having to do with other people are coming to the foreground, and they can be incredibly positive or they can be incredibly difficult if they need to be transformed, if they need some healing, some empowering, basically whatever depths that exist in a relationship are coming to the foreground. The subconscious of the relationship is coming to the foreground. And naturally, this has to do with our subconscious as individuals. It has to do with the subconscious of those that we love, the other half of the relationship, and of course, the relationship itself. So I think this is a great time to ask yourself if you're feeling really intensely angry or sad or whatever, what can you do to make your relationships better? And also, what is a good, reasonable expectation from others to make the relationship better? And it's important to communicate this. Something that's really helpful here is we have Mercury in Scorpio as well. So that Mercury energy along with Venus, this is a great time to be able to talk about deep truths with others. And again, this could be really positive, it could be challenging. It all depends on the relationship. I think for today and tomorrow with the Moon in Pisces, this is a really lovely, whenever this time comes around, like I always say, this is the trippiest moon all month. We have Moon in the very sensitive, very psychic Pisces, conjunct Neptune in Pisces. We've been experiencing this phenomenon every month since 2012, and we'll continue to experience it until about 2025. And then Neptune will move on into Aries, and we'll have a whole other dynamic. So during this time, a couple of things are really essential for today and tomorrow. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're meditating regularly. I mean, that's important during every time, but especially if you're feeling just kind of vaguely irritated or achy emotionally, or just feel like your aura is leaking. And what that means is you just feel like something is not very comfortable or something's bothering you, but you're not quite sure what it is. Meditate. Well, first, get enough sleep. Maybe you just need to take a nap. But also, meditate, get deep into the subconscious. That's a beautiful gift for today and tomorrow. With all this Scorpio energy and that Pisces, is for those who are facing their subconscious, for those who are seeking to understand what's happening within them and to be in tune with what's happening with other people's subconscious, then this is a great time and a lot of fun can be had. Venus in Scorpio gets a lot of flack. Excuse me. It's a very intense energy, but just like we've been talking about for the last month and a half with all these other Scorpio transits, intense isn't bad. Intense can also be intensely great. Moon in Scorpio is very similar to Venus in Scorpio in a lot of ways, and that's a great example of Moon in Scorpio can have the highest of highs, but they just have to go through some of the most challenging emotions too, some of those lows, to be able to really appreciate and to accentuate those highs. And so that Venus in Scorpio that we have is very much the same way. As long as you're willing to get into the nitty-gritty, the dark side of the relationship, and that sounds so sinister, but I don't mean dark in the evil side. No. I just mean as long as you're willing to talk about the depths and get deep with others, allow yourself to be vulnerable with people that are trustworthy. Obviously, you don't want to necessarily open up with somebody who is unstable in that moment or in general. And you can have some really wonderful conversations, and you can heal, others can heal, the relationship can get even better. Like I always say, with this Pisces transit, it has the spectrum of either being a complete dream or a nightmare. And we always have the choice. It doesn't matter what transit is going on, it doesn't matter what energy we have. We always have the choice to make the negative into positive, to sublimate those challenges into gifts. So if you're feeling really dark and caught in the emotions, I totally empathize. but it's really important to keep moving forward. Don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in the swamp. Don't give in to the victim mentality. It's important for you to communicate and to work through that stuff. And as long as you're doing that, then things are going to get better. As always, I'm doing readings. Feel free to get into contact with me. Peace.